Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Live Inspired podcast, Monday Morning Moments with John O'Leary. Have you ever noticed, my friends, that they never make the news? That's right. The most joyful, the most faithful, the most humble people rarely make the news. Instead, the headlines, the news stories seem to celebrate the loudest voices, the biggest scandals, the worst of humanity. Last week, though, in a surprising location, I witnessed the kind of story that should absolutely make the news. Let me tell you about it. After traveling from St. Louis, Missouri to La Crosse, Wisconsin at a speaking event for Viterboro University, I wandered around the campus with my fearless guide and now friend, Tom. We walked into one of its buildings. We climbed a staircase. We followed a hallway. We passed through two massive, heavy doors before entering a breathtaking chapel. As stunning as the stained glass and painted walls and intricate stonework were, the most inspirational aspect was not the building. It was the person inside of it. In the very first pew, quietly praying, sat a solitary nun. She belongs to the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration. About a century and a half ago, when sick men coming off riverboats needed care, a few nuns from the order met the need. The goal wasn't grandiose. It was simply to serve those that nobody else would. These few nuns became so successful in their work, they eventually opened up a small hospital, and then a larger one, and then an even larger one. And in time, the need to staff the hospital grew to such a degree that these humble women established a university. As remarkable as all of this is, what I find most remarkable is that through all the growth and challenges and changes, these sisters have maintained a continuous prayerful vigil for nearly 150 years. That means through world wars, the Great Depression, global pandemics, plural, and even a tragic convent fire, one of these women has remained in a chapel, her attention trained on God in unceasing prayer for 15 decades. While the world has grown louder, these women have simply remained faithful. No cameras to promote themselves, no applause from the world to encourage them, no media attention highlighting them. Instead, just quiet, humble devotion. In that magnificent chapel last week, one woman in prayer reminded me that despite all the cynicism, all the outrage, all the division filling our feeds, there are still incredible people quietly making the world a better place. They aren't the type who seek attention or demand influence. They simply remain faithful in their lives and serve as a light for others in theirs. If you are tempted to believe that this kind of humble faithfulness can't possibly change the world anymore, my friends, take a closer look. Look at the hospital these sisters built because they refused to ignore suffering. Look at the university they founded because they believed education could transform lives. Look at the generations of nurses and teachers and physicians and servants who have been shaped by these sisters' quiet yes. Or simply ask the man who wandered into their chapel last week expecting to admire a beautiful building, but instead walked away changed by the quiet witness of a single woman at prayer. My friends, the world has enough critics. The world has enough noise. What it desperately needs are more people willing to quietly love, faithfully serve, and humbly show up for others each day. Those are the lives that are truly changing the world, even if they never make the news. My friends, I want to thank you for tuning in to this media. I want to thank you for checking out our Live Inspired podcast. And I want to remind you what these sisters know to be true, that the foundation, contrary to our friends in media, the foundation remains firm. The headwind we face is in fact real. But God is still God, and the best is yet to come. So for this time, and until next time, my name is John O'Leary, and today is your day. What a gift it is. Live with your soul on fire.